Hello, my name's John Sermon. I'm a pastor in the UK, and some of you will have seen my encouragement videos before. It's about a month since I last posted one. During the height of lockdown, they were every day, and they became far less frequently recently. But the last two were while I was in Uganda on mission, and since getting back, we have had upheaval in our nation here in the UK, firstly with a new Prime Minister and then the death of our Queen, who had served the country for 70 years in that role. And of course, we now have a new King, Charles III. We're also in the middle of economic difficulties, and the news from Ukraine continues to be absolutely appalling. And against this backdrop, it would be easy to think there is no encouragement at all. But I want to say that today we celebrated the Harvest Festival in church. Now, historically, this has largely been about when there was a much closer link between locally grown food and what the community ate. And so the community would come together in the church to celebrate when there's a successful harvest, because they know they've got food for the period to come. And during my time travelling in Uganda, the beginning of the rainy season came, and people everywhere were frantically digging and planting to hope for a crop as a result of this year's rainy season. Well, in some ways, harvest has developed and changed how we go about it, because of course most of us don't grow our own food in this country. Most of us don't even know very many farmers. Farming is on a more industrial scale, largely speaking, and the whole distribution network and supermarkets and so on means that the direct link between the food we all eat and the local food production is much looser. Well, it's still important to thank God for the fact that we have a harvest at all. But it's also important to realise our own human responsibility to care for the environment so that future generations still have their harvest. And today, I really want to encourage you that we in our local church, we celebrated harvest today. We also looked at the whole issue of our responsibility to care for the creation and the concerns we have over environmental issues. But we are also aware that we ourselves, in one sense, can be part of God's harvest. That through Jesus Christ there is an opportunity to be drawn into the family of God and to know our security in this life and beyond. And if the sorts of concerns I mentioned at the start are really weighing heavily on you, it's important to know we can turn to the Lord. There's a verse in the Bible that says, cast your cares upon him, upon God, because he cares for you. I honestly know, in my own experience, whether travelling in Uganda, when I'm home, in everyday life and in the challenging circumstances, that I find that works, and I honestly believe it can work for all of you too. So I urge you to seek God through Jesus Christ, because that way you can receive encouragement. God bless you.